Hello, hello! Welcome back to Rani Hari Place. We are gonna continue our. I forgot now. Last time was day 5. Now I think we're going to day 6 of Coffee Talk. So the story has started to build up. I think we'll see. Let's load the game for. Yeah, we're on day 6. It's Sunday. Let's see how many days we can do today. Okay, so it's still raining, but it's not badly rain. Sunday, September 24th. Oh, Inumimi and werewolves may share common ancestry, archaeologists say. Okay, so it's like what? Inumimi is like dog and werewolves. And we've got lionfish invasion decrease. Successful trial? Countries to block foreign entry amidst unknown livestock bacteria infection. Okay, like at this point I don't care. There's something missing from the drawer. Oh my gosh, what's missing? Did I misplace it? Looks like bad weather again tonight. Let's hope it doesn't bring bad tidings. Oh, by Bailey's. I don't know. I think it's a very nice color scheme. Well, I think it's lacking something. Okay, so both of them there. It's too dainty. Oh, what would you like then? Red, black, and purple? That would be the worst. Okay then, why not? But you have to commit to it. No take backs this time. I don't know. Maybe. Let's take a break from the topic. I only have time for a quick drink before I go back to work. And it's not like we're going to decide now anyway. Maybe that's the problem. How are we supposed to plan this wedding if we keep postponing every choice we need to make? Hey, Rani Hari, what do you think? Pale green, lilac, and daffodil yellow? Or red, black, and purple? Hey, don't put Rani Hari on the spot. No, it's quite alright. It's just that I wouldn't know. This is your wedding. Your opinions matter, not mine. Trouble is, we don't know what our opinions are. And when we think we do, we change our mind. It's like the centerpieces. Oh, please, can we not talk about that now? I really thought we agreed on the cute cottagecore ones. The ones you spotted on Tomodachill. I mean, they were your pick in the first place. They were, but they were also too expensive. We have to be realistic. But weddings in general are expensive. Especially when you want to have 200 guests. That's a low blow. I can just disinvite my extended family. The keyword is extended. Do you even know half these people? That's not the issue. If I invite one of them, I have to invite them all. It's like a domino effect. Besides, they'll be paying for part of the wedding. I still don't think they should. I can pull my weight. If we have to choose, I'd rather we have the beautiful things you like. Even if it means we have fewer guests. Well, if my family's not chipping in, we might not be able to afford either. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding to just be a random meal with a bunch of people we're not even that close to. And I said, I'll make sure we can afford a dream wedding. Or die trying. I don't want you to. Saved by the bell. That's work. I really can't linger. I think I'll have that drink now, Rani Hari. Of course, what can I get for you? Something that will keep me awake? I still have work to do and my head hurts. So I guess strong coffee would be good. And with a nice spicy cake, please. Any preference on the spicy cake? No, any strong coffee with spice will do. Okay, that's easy. Like any okay, first of all, let me check what's missing. Oh, those are the ones from Lucas. Yeah. Oops, sorry, Lucas. Okay, let's see Tomodachi. Baileys. Hello, Baileys. And stories. It's sometimes scary how so many things come into factor as you make a decision. It shouldn't have been that hard, right? Well, hey lady, sometimes it's hard. I have tons to think about every day. Right, and you got 9k likes for that. Like, how to make your timeline more fun. Emoji, emoji, emoji. Okay. I could really use a good cup of tea right now. Okay, we might see them today. Bad traffic at Yale Street. Avoid. Okay, avoid. That's it. Now, let's go into our brew pad. So, strong coffee with spice. I think we may have something for that, isn't it? Jahe tubruk. This is strong. Jahe tubruk. Okay, serve. And a jahe tubruk for the lady. Oh, an oldie goodie. Perfect. I can feel myself relaxing already. What? You're weird. That thing doesn't smell relaxing to me at all. Huh? Okay, that's nice. They're laughing. Oh. You're weird. I guess we're both weird. Oh, so sweet. Look at them. That we are. Oh, hello, Hyde. My lovely weirdo. My perfect misfit. This is so much better. It really is. Have I mentioned I love your smile? Never enough. Disgusting. I'm going to need something real spicy to wash this down. And I'd love to serve it to you, Hyde. If Bailey's doesn't want to order, that is. Hyde! Sorry, didn't hear you came in. Yeah, I know. You were too busy doing whatever you were doing. Hey, Hyde. Go ahead, get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway, until Lua properly gets off work. Alright then. Did you hear me, Rani Hari? Spicy is the name of the game. Any preference on the spice or the base? Nope. Just make sure it's got a spicy kick of something. Then double it. Oh my boy, he wants something real spicy. Let's see what can we give. Last time he wants some hibiscus, right? So should we give him this hibiscus ginger? Nope. This should be spicy enough, though, right? Or hang on. Yeah, I did this in there's a mode for the challenge mode, endless. So it makes things easier. But there are some things that still needs to be found, but at least is tea, lemon, cinnamon good enough? Or masala chai? Do we give him masala chai or do we give them this one? Let's give him this one. He wants the hibiscus one the other day, so I felt up for a challenge, so I think we got achievement, bloody red. Try this. If you don't like hibiscus in this, you never will. Let's see if you crack the hide code. Okay. Well, this is kind of troublesome, Ranihari. You know me a little too well. So I take it this works for you. This is a perfectly executed zobo, if I ever taste one. Glad to see you've made good use of your ginger resupply. So you knew I couldn't get it right last time. Your meaty height, seriously? Forgive an old man his old man jokes. Anyhow, this is the only acceptable way to drink hibiscus. I used to have a friend in Lagos who made me a zobo like this. Every time I visit, she lived near the harbor. We would sit down and drink it and watch the boats float by. That sounds lovely. She was a good friend. She isn't anymore? When you've got a vampire's lifespan, friends come and go. That's sad. You get used to it. Isn't this where you say something about enjoying each moment even more? Or grief being the price you pay for love? I'm afraid it's a lot more mundane than that. Some things you forget. And for others, you just get better at moving on. Anyway, speaking of enjoying the moment, your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yes? Still on the marriage track? Yeah, we are. We definitely are. Not getting too bored? Not really. Turns out, planning a wedding is, well, suitably entertaining. That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest. Could you sound any less enthusiastic? Hey, here they go again. Good to see that some things don't change. And such a dramatic backdrop too. You should start serving popcorn, Ranihari. I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about it every single time. No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I've got to go to work anyway. Right. And I'm going to have a drink. Bye, Ranihari. Bye, Hyde. See ya. Okay. What can I make you, Mr. Baileys? I think something warm, sweet, and comforting, please. A hot chocolate, perhaps? Yeah, chocolate with honey and milk could work. Okay, let's see something new here. Dad just found a missing photo album of my childhood, and I can only wish you can see how cute I am as a kitten. Yeah. Anything new here? Oh, wow. Okay. myself summary, part of Los Angeles agency, Lord enough is still seeking the truth and purpose of life. I guess that one never stops, isn't it? Chocolate, hot chocolate. Chocolate honey milk, choco bee milk. Would you like the sound of that, Mr. Baileys? Chocolate honey milk. Well, speaking about that, I kind of thinking about having some hot chocolate myself. There we go, a choco bee milk for you. Perfect. This feels so good, Rennie Huddy. It means a lot that you're always looking out for all of us. On a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming. But of course, you're our valued customers. I hope Lua didn't get to soak. Huh. You do care a lot about her. Of course I do. Then why all the fighting? You tell me. The wedding is bringing out the worst in us. Since we sorted out the situation with my family. You mean since you cut them off? Yeah, since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces. Lua and I haven't fought about anything. Until now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people. Let me ask you something. Go ahead. What do you want from this wedding? How do you mean? It's not complicated. I'm just asking what you want. If you close your eyes and picture the day, what do you see? Honestly, I have no clue. If I know Lua is there, but that's about it. That's not a bad start in truth. But if you don't have specific expectations, why don't you just let her do what she wants? You make it sound so easy. I want her to have what she wants. That's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking on Tomodachi. Every wedding picture she's pinning online. All the places she finds cool, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that to have a special day. But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear of it. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that. Is it? Too much? Too expensive? That's not the point. I don't want her to have a shabby wedding just because I'm estranged from my family. I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. A proper princess wedding. You're a remarkably presumptuous young man. Mr. Hyde? No, that's all right. I know Hyde helped Lua back in the day. If he's got something to say, I want to hear it. Good, because I was going to say it, whether you like it or not. Okay. You're sitting here, going on about everything Lua should want. As if you could know what's in someone else's heart. Even when you love someone. No, especially when you love someone. You should never presume to know what they need. Lua is the only one who can tell what Lua wants. But that's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know. Then give her time to figure it out. It's not going to help if you pressure her with 1,000 suggestions a minute. Or if you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding just to make you feel good about yourself. But what if it takes so long that we reach old age and we're still not married? If you reach old age and you're still together, married or not, I think that counts as a win. And since we're talking about taking some time, You should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you'll get is a wedding based on your skewed idea of what Lua's wedding should be. That sounds pretty sad to me. Okay. Well, that wasn't pleasant to hear, Baileys, but it also wasn't wrong. Give her time and figure out what I want, huh? Sounds so simple. Should have thought about that before, I guess. You're not that bad at this tough love thing, are you? Right? Perhaps I should consider a career in couples counseling. That doesn't sound nearly as much fun as modeling, doesn't it? Modeling gets old after a while. I thought you were having a good time in LA. I was, until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency, just in case. But there aren't many modeling jobs to be had here. Really? What are you going to do then? Go back to my mafia dwarf buddies, of course. Come on, I'm obviously kidding. Are you? I wouldn't go back to them. I'd go back to being chased by them. Besides, I check it on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining has retired now. Meanwhile, their grandkids manage the whole enterprise, like it's some sort of startup. Are we seriously talking about the mafia right now? That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Mr. Hyde likes to play a little, Baileys. Guilty as charged. I can't help it. When I see an earnest face, I have to tease it. I'll take that as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? That sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right? You young people. Impatient in business like you're impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. I have all the time in the world. I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right. Maybe you should go into slow fashion or fine arts. If you paint with oils, that will take some proper time. Fine arts were the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much chiaroscuro lighting. And putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore. If you're insinuating that you're Rembrandt, if my mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. Wait, he was Rembrandt? You're always joking around, Hyde. But for all that, you don't sugarcoat your advice. You're a pretty great listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you. I'm moving here to be closer to them. Else? What was that? Nothing. I believe your phone's ringing. Ah, it's Lua. She's done with work for the day, finally. In a hurry to leave here, Mr. Baileys? No, not at all. But I am looking forward to going home. And keeping bickering? Nah, I don't think so. I had an epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. I'm going to leave the topic alone for a little while. Good elf. Enjoy your night then. I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, Ranihari. Of course. Anytime. Have a good night, Mr. Baileys. Of course, you're my client. I'm looking after your good well-being while in my cafe. Mr. Hyde? What was that about the mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you genuinely considering a career change? All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man Georgie said this area is safe, and it's a bit of a pile of junk. But it's a pile of junk with sentimental value. I sense a story. It's quite a story indeed. But I'll make it short, because it's getting pretty late. I got this car many months ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I had been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point, I decided that I needed a proper break. But you know Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, not on his watch. So you slipped his watch. You know me well, Rani-Hari. Some friends and we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided the entertainment. I did the usual thing. I waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then I left a pile of pillows under the duvet, height-shaped, and I snuck out of the hotel room. There was only one problem. Gala was my chauffeur as well. He had your car keys. He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and we drove to a lovely spot with a view. For the sort of action which, I admit, might appear ambiguous from the outside, but to me was very enjoyable indeed. What kind of action are you talking about, Hyde? We were right in the thick of it when suddenly we hear a tap on the window. Let me guess, that was Gala? The wolf himself. He peers inside. Then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. We all just kind of freeze. And then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?" Open the door and tosses my dates outside. Dates! Dates! Dates with S. Mr. Hyde? You're not winding me up, are you? Oh, Rani-Hari, I wish. He's having fun. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. My princess carried me out of the car, if you can believe that. That's a conscientious bodyguard if I ever heard of one. Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus. I didn't even have the chance to explain the situation. At least, not until he removed my gag. Gag. What kind of activity is this? Anyway. Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality, he was mortified. If not as mortified as my dates, whom I had to pick out of the grass. Poor Gala. Rani-Hari, I see where your allegiance lies. Personally, I say, poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. But I couldn't be angry at Gala even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified on my account. So, he stopped talking to me for a few weeks. That doesn't sound unfair. You deserve it, Hyde. Come on, poor guy is like scared for you. I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. And the worst of it is, you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking really quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end for whatever reason. My car collection has had some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over. And it's very banged up. But I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I. That's very sentimental for a Hyde. You're rather more sentimental than I thought. Sentimental, That's what you took away from that story? But I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can't plausibly deny this conversation if ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped and this is my cue to go. Before I lose all my remaining breath. I hope the car is safe and sound. So do I. And Rani Hari? Yes? Nothing. Have a good night. Good night, Mr. Hyde. Hey, let me just double check the Muda Chill if there's anything. Oh, nothing. And safe journey home. Baileys. Anyway. Alright, that's day 6, guys. Let's gonna continue to day 7. This is Monday. Oh, drizzling a bit, so not bad. Not bad at all. First wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signatures. The rise and fall of Wirtstein box offices, a brief history. Sold out replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. Replica astronaut suits experience, okay. I hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. This is a very slow start. Oh my gosh, what's happening to our machine? Here we go. Right in the nick of time. Okay, what's coming now? What's coming? Oh, you too, welcome. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Rani Hari. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Living in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Even if in reality it should be good night. We found that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we met our child, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. But additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seems only marginally... Amanda? Yes? What is it? He does that too. This is so cute. I think Rani Hari tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Rani Hari. No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say anyway. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes, At least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless use of language can have a much more painful effect. Indeed.
We see and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting you, Ranihari.
Oh, don't worry about it. You're basically my own, so don't worry about it.
Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary event. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us our siblings, who previously visited Earth, came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphal. Ahem. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized.
So, are you a scholar, Miss Amanda?
Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories.
That sounds very impressive.
Oh, DGA PCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and his mission is to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance.
Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Ranihari. You rarely ask direct questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right?
What is gossip?
Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives.
Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings, right?
Yes, that sounds right.
We love gossip. What is wrong with it?
Nothing at all, and I would love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first.
We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first.
Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I? He does this again. Oh, you mean the cafe? Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information, Ranihari, but things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. That sounds good to me. Then, I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? I do not remember. Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? It was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. What is this are you talking about? I might let's just see first. Anything new here? Does everything happen for a reason or nah? Like, I wonder how everyone's doing. Like kimono pods. Like, trucker fell asleep and crashed near the 4th Avenue. No casualties, but quite a property damage. I reckon you want to avoid the area for the moment. Like, road construction on Leonora Avenue. Like, Okay, so the guy wants, I suspect it's espresso. So let's brew it. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. There's nothing to give to them, right? Should I give it to them? Oh, what is Master Ploiner? We've got achievement. I got it off the agent last time he was here. That is quite something. Thank you, Rani Hari. Truly. You can't know how much it helps, but it really does. Don't mention it. I thought, maybe you'd find a way to put it to good use. I'm sure I can figure something out. You seem to have grown quite creative over the months. I guess I have, somewhat. I'll let you know how this plays out in the end. Thank you again. Here's your drink, Silver. Coffee based, as you asked. It smells good. But it's not quite the drink I had in mind. This one. Isn't it? It's alright, don't worry about it. I'll drink it anyway. How am I supposed to remember what your first drink is? Come on. It says something simple, right?
Sibling, we meant to ask. How did you choose this specific earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm?
Oh, no, it wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar, like Hyde's eyes, that always seem beyond the surface, or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them. Yes, our species seems to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion, I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stop me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I can see how that would be problematic. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror, and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So, although I look different now from when we first met, and although I have learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways, I still feel the same.
Different but same.
Yes, different but same.
It makes sense to us.
It really does. Oh,
Oh, is this Laurel?
who's Laura? No, this is from Pearl.
Still no news from Midge. We think the odds are now 84.308% that she is phantoming you.
Do you mean ghosting? We mean phantoming, as in when...
We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying?
That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up? Oh, Silver. Sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it might be time I tell you a little bit about this.
But we wish to order a drink as well. Oh,
Of course, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again.
curious that Earth drink making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions.
It sure is.
But to carry on, sibling,
Right. So, I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating, and it's been working really well. On average, there have also been some small issues.
Earthlings are strange.
Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that. Yes.
Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversations. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favored. However, if an opener is entirely horn, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed.
Horn? Look at them, they're doing this together.
Yes, that is when prospective partner sends you close-up pictures of their horns.
Amanda! People do that? Oh, yes. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I would probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, you know? But it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do, before they even write a single word. I can imagine.
And then sometimes Earthlings express interest. But after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications.
Funny for you 99.908% of the time?
Yes. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favors persistence. We are patient.
Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app, and it started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl.
We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical Earthling.
It's just, she sounds like a really good person. She is a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return. But she's very funny and curious of everything, and her smile.
Please desist. We can sense your hormones boiling.
And she's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so. Oh, someone else. Yay!
Do you have a day and time for your date?
No. This is on a different topic. Please excuse me. What's going on? So, I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Or not?
No, we have been enjoying it, but we also see the limits of it.
How do you mean?
We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected. But Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There's so much they must let go of first. We could not live like that.
You say that online networks were like a hive.
Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others.
I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has?
Silver is different. Even when he was a part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. That is why he has become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he made the effort to learn Earthling's codes and behaviors. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us. But once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy.
So she just wants to know. That's it.
This is curious. It seems we are picking up some Earthling instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings here should soon be complete.
And Silver's on his way to getting a date.
It would appear so.
Amanda, we have to go.
What? Again?
That call was bad news. The agent... Too late. Just hide behind the counter. Quick. Uh-oh. Oh, the agent was in. Good evening, Mr. Agent. Okay. Just stay casual. We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at the moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilians in this, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can whatever this is wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like rain again outside. Well, here's something that can wait, for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card lying around? An ID card? Yeah, well, we gave it to Silver here. Not that I can recall, no. I certainly hope you're telling the truth. Mr. Agent, you seem to always doubt me, and why is that? You've been here several times already. Surely you should see by now that I'm not lying. Well, you're awfully good at avoiding straight answers, and losing an ID card sounds very troublesome. Back when I worked at a delivery center, they would make us pay a lot to replace lost ID cards. That's not even the start of it. My job is a lot less forgiving than a delivery center. I'm very sorry to hear that. What's your job exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them, which is why I've been coming here in the first place. We kept getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? I can't say that I have. I don't come here all that often, but it's always seemed very above board to me. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There are very popular videos of them online. That? Maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise, my superiors will have my head on a platter. But you can't waste your time on a cold trail either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with the alien situation. Obsessed? Is it really that big an issue? Well, Having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know? It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing, at least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Why so? For one, it just muddles things. No matter how much they try to look like Earthlings, they were born aliens, and aliens they will remain. But now they're aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know? And where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. In the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them gave me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. I see. So, how do you go about detecting them exactly? Oh, I like this. A good question. That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder though, what is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle and I see that no two people are alike, I'll admit that it makes me very happy. So, if someone comes from further away but they feel an Earthling at heart, would they really be more different from the people who live in the city? Then the people in the city are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an Earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful? At the end of the day, who the heck knows? It's not like I can afford to spend time pondering it. I don't have a dog in this fight, so to speak. Thing is, the law is the law, and my job is to uphold it. Right, but despite everything you said, it's still unclear to me why the law is so stringent against aliens. Well, it's not so much that the law is stringent against them. It's more that there's no law for them. How do you mean? Well, at this point, we have treaties and codes for all the races we know of, right? But we never made a treaty with aliens, or anything resembling it. There's no law even acknowledging their existence. Oh, I didn't know that. But why is that a problem? That's easy. We have no way to regulate their presence. There has been no thorough analysis of how they can cohabitate with Earthlings. As I said, it's all very confusing. For all we know, they could be very damaging to us. So it feels safer to keep them away, at least for now. Safer for whom? It is what it is. I'm not afraid of aliens myself, and going after them is not my biggest passion. But since I'm doing this job, I might as well aim for a promotion. Anyhow, just call us at Fire if you spot any aliens, alright? You seem like an honest sort, unlike some other people. Some other people who should learn to be more straightforward if they want their business to stay in business. Oh my god. Amanda, why are they... What was that? Just the coffee machine. It seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Right. I think I'm still going to conduct a search of the premises. Just to be on the safe. Meow. What the heck is this? If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over once before. Looks like it might be hiding from another stray. It's very cute. Good kitty. Meow. I think it likes you. Oh, what sort of a place is this? With your fiddly machine and your weird pets. And now it looks like I have an emergency elsewhere. Well, I guess you're off the hook for now. You and your coffee. But make sure I don't get such reports about you anymore. We will try our best, Mr. Agent. Silver, you're trembling. That's all right. You can come out now, I think, Amanda.
Well, we found this experience.
100% distasteful.
Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting.
Oh, Amanda. I apologize. This is just nerves. We are truly sorry for this disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But should you be sticking around here? The agent might come back. No, I lured him away, at least for now. You did? Although it's a good thing the little cat came in when it did. It bought us some precious minutes.
What sort of earthling are you?
Meow.
We see.
Do you speak cat?
You can feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It is expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone.
I feel all out of sorts.
Is the machine really working again?
It is indeed.
Then make us a drink, and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting. And what would you like, sibling?
I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, very sweet, very comforting drink. Okay, let's check out our chill. Oh, it's something new. Darling, I could be behind your neck without you realizing it, but what makes you think I actually need permission to enter a building? Like, I think I have to press on this. Why are you threatening people on Tomodachi, Mr. Hyde? Gala is so literal. Oh, he's so cute. No reason. I was thinking out loud because a lot of things happened lately, so I was just processing it. So, see if it was insensitive. So, sorry. Okay. Alright. So, a hot, very sweet, very comforting drink. Maybe some hot chocolate? You want Chocobi Miruku? Very sweet and very comforting. Well, they want comforting, don't they? Blue marshmallow? Oh, okay. Maybe this one, blue marshmallow. Shall we give you a blue pea, honey and milk? seems like a good one for you. No item to give, right? Okay. Serve it. Serve it. Here you go. Sweet drinks for the two of you. Wait, is it sweet? This isn't bad. Although it could probably have been a little sweeter.
The sensation of this is not vastly different from what you served us the other night. But it sounds like it will be fine.
Okay, so they're not very happy, but anyway. I'm impressed though, Silver. You've become quite savvy at navigating these situations. Even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yes, I would definitely prefer to avoid them. But I need to get used to them anyway. Why? The agent doesn't know you've come from outer space. Surely you should be off the hook for now. It's more complicated than that. Rani Hari, you know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yes. Well, it's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAFE. SAFE? SAFE. Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. Wow. I know, it sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said? I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are just arriving to Earth and are confused and scared. Those who have adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here and how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive mind. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda.
We are not offended. We have always known you were different from us. It is all the same to us. You are our sibling, whether you live as the hive or as an earthling.
Amanda, I really do love you.
What is love?
That is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a rest.
We will remind you of it.
I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back?
Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted.
Silver, is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all this. And you've been playing it very well. You're very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know and we're grateful. Good night, Rani Hari. I'd say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes.
Good night, Rani Hari. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that...
Maybe we should continue this chat while we walk.
Alright.
So, who is this cat? What a night. This has been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose we now have a four-legged friend now. I wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Meow. You're not an echo, maybe? Oh well, I guess it's time for you to let me close shop. But Silver, it's an honor to be related to someone like you. Okay, wow. I really am gonna stop it here. And continue again in the next episode, but it's been intense. So, in any case, if you've been watching until now, do press the like button and subscribe if you like it, of course, and comment right on the comment section what do you like of this. And in any case, see you in the next episode.